In other news for you this morning, a manhunt continues for the person suspected of fatally stabbing a woman in Bradford while she was pushing a baby in a pram. Cheers of joy after running from one end of Africa to the other. The hardest geezer has finally completed his year-long epic marathon. Witnessing history, millions of people in North America are preparing to experience a total solar eclipse. John, thanks very much indeed. Back with John very soon. Now, a manhunt is underway after a mother was stabbed to death while pushing her baby in a pram in Bradford. Police are searching for 25-year-old Habiba Massum after the attack on Saturday afternoon. Our North of England reporter, Rowan Bridge, is there. Can you tell us? That is a giant strawberry daiquiri, and doesn't he deserve it? Now, at 12 minutes past 6, let's say a proper good morning to Carol. Now, millions of people in North America are gearing up for a total solar eclipse later today. The path of totality, the area which will be plunged into total darkness when the moon blocks the sun's light, will extend across parts of Mexico, the USA and Canada. Our North America correspondent, Nomia Iqbal, reports. Of the people who has made the trip to see the eclipse is Ellie MacDonald. She is the science communicator and science lead at Kielder Observatory. She joins us now. Why is an event like this quite so rare? Talk to us about the path of totality. What does that mean exactly?
And you happen to be somewhere in the northwest.
Do events like these tell us about space? What can we learn? Now, photography is often seen as only a visual medium, but a new exhibition in London is using techniques which mean its pictures can be enjoyed by blind and partially sighted visitors. Called World Unseen, it uses braille and audio descriptions on its artwork and shows how the world is seen by the visually impaired. Layla Hayes reports this morning. But now at 25 past 6, it's time to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are. Good morning. This is Breakfast with me, Sally Nugent, and John, who is out live this morning for us at Fenny Compton. You might remember that's the village where the sub-postmasters, led by Alan Bates, first launched their big fight back. It's a really important place on the day today that the Post Office inquiry resumes. Rail passengers are being warned to expect disruption on the final day of the latest rolling strikes by train drivers. Members of the air safety investigators in the United States are trying to find out why the casing of a Boeing's plane engine ripped off during a passenger. Israel's military says it is reducing its numbers of soldiers from southern Gaza, leaving just one brigade in the area. The Israel Defense Force. The head of the UN's atomic watchdog has condemned a drone attack on a Russian-occupied nuclear power plant in southern Ukraine. Ross Cook, the man nicknamed the hardest geezer, has finally crossed the finish line after running the entire length of Africa for charity. He set off last April, you might remember, in South Africa, and has covered the equivalent distance of 385 marathons. He headed north through countries including Angola, Nigeria and Ivory Coast before crossing the finish line in Tunisia. Ellie Price has the story.